In this season of the thinning of the veil, it often becomes possible to make connections with those on the other side, to beings in the other world who are here to support us and bring in guidance to our lives. So there's so many beings in the unseen world who want to come help support you in your life, but one of the most profound connections that you can make is with your own inner wisdom and past life selves. I'm Asia Suler, an earth intuitive, teacher, and author of Mirrors in the Earth, and this video is a guide to learn how to connect with your past life selves. You contain within yourself a vast amount of information, wisdom, and guidance. So much of the time when we need guidance in our life, it's really to our inner shores that we are being asked to turn. So on a very real level, you are your own spirit guide. You have the wisdom within you that you are most seeking right now. So if you believe in reincarnation, this concept that you've lived many lifetimes, then you can see that you have been through many different iterations and experiences over the course of these lifetimes. Your soul has gathered information from a diverse set of places. And so within you are all of those lifetimes, and you have the ability to access the wisdom and the learning that were hard won in those lifetimes and bring that wisdom into your life now to help guide you through the cycles of your life. We experience time as being linear, but the truth is that time isn't linear. And in fact, time as we know it is happening all at once. So these other lifetimes are happening right now, and you can communicate with those selves to ask them to bring in wisdom and guidance for you in your life. And really, the whole purpose of being alive is to grow and to learn and to integrate these lessons. So consciously deciding to be in this process of contacting past life selves to ask them to come guide you in your life is really just fulfilling your life mission of integrating all of the wisdom that you came here to Earth to glean and experience. So in a moment, I want to share an exercise that's really going to help you connect to a past life self. But I want to mention that even if you don't believe in reincarnation, this exercise can still be really helpful. Because let's face it, we all have past lives. We all have parts of ourselves and our lifetimes that we've lived and feel as if they're another life. So for example, we all have the inner child, this past life self that was within this lifetime that knew how to have fun, how to be connected to their inner joy, how to express themselves in this world. So you can use this exercise to connect to a literal past life, another person you were in another lifetime, or someone you were in this lifetime, a past life self within this lifetime who holds great wisdom for you now. Here's the exercise. First, get clear about a question you'd like to receive an answer to at this moment in your life. What question is really on your mind right now? Formulate that question in your mind. And I often find it's helpful to write it down. And then when you're ready, set an intention to connect with a past life guide, a previous personality, whether in this lifetime or beyond, who has expertise in this area, who has the answer to this question, who can help bring you the knowledge, the guidance, and the information to really enable you to move into this next phase of your life, confident in the answer to this question. Once you have your question and your intention, you're going to turn your awareness inwards. So if it helps, you can close your eyes or simply have a soft gaze, but you're going to imagine that you're looking into a lake. And this is the lake of time. All of your lifetimes Every iteration that you've been through here on this earth exists in this lake of time. This concept of the lake of time was something I was first exposed to when I did my training with psychiatrist Brian Weiss, who really brought this practice of past life regression into the public awareness. And I've always loved this image of the lake of time, and it has really helped me in my own explorations of connecting to my past life selves. So as you gaze into this lake of time, open your awareness and see if there's a face that's floating up to the surface now, this face of a past life self. Now, you might be very visual, so maybe you'll see this face, but also leave the possibility that it might just be a feeling rising to the surface. You might feel more like you are that person at this time. Every way that you experience this is the right way. There is no one particular way to go about this exercise. Now, gazing into this reflective lake, ask your question and see what arises. If you're in meditation, you can just let the words or the feeling or the sensation wash over you. It can really help sometimes to write it down. I particularly find that automatic writing really helps to let this message land. So with automatic writing, you just put your hand to the page and start writing. Don't edit, don't think about what you're writing, just let it come out and then read it later. But your past life self has an answer for you. And I often find this to be a very empowering experience. So often we assume that other people know better than us, that we have to sort of export ourselves to receive the answer from outside of ourselves, and it's just not true. All of us have the answers that we most need inside of ourselves, and this exercise will help you make contact with the part of you that knows that answer and is here to guide you. Be curious with whatever it is that you receive. You don't have to take everything at face value. Sift through it. Ask yourself, what if this resonates with me, and what can I just let flow gently downstream? Ultimately, there will be a gem of wisdom within this transmission, and you're going to feel it in your body. You're going to feel it somatically. This answer arising from your own inner wisdom, letting you know the direction to take or the answer to your question. And the final step of this exercise is simply to implement the message that you received. So this is when the intuition becomes intention. This is when the information becomes our reality. Take action on what it is you received. So whether that action is creating something, whether that action is letting something go, really ask yourself, what is the action that this answer is asking me to take? And take that first step in making that a reality. Guidance is meant to lead us into new places in our life, and there is a new horizon for you that is really waiting to embrace you. And so this information, this message is here to help you make that transition into this new era of your life, so that maybe one day you might look back on yourself now and ask this past self for guidance. Now I would love to hear from you what wisdom came in. I promise you that wisdom is something that's probably not only helpful for you, but for all of the people that read these comments here. So share a bit of that wisdom here because I would love to see it. And if you'd like even more guidance in understanding who you are and how you're meant to translate your gifts into this lifetime, then definitely take my Earth Healing Archetypes quiz over on my website. This quiz can help you tune into and understand which of the 5 archetypes you are here to embody here on this earth. And if you resonate with that archetype, you can sign up for a whole free class just about that archetype that will really help you understand how your energy is supposed to work, what that gift might look like, and how to step into this new era in your life.